This is a Telekinetics video with my Sage Kayli. I can see from your comments that you would like to see another Vanguard video, a tanking video, so I'm going to be uploading that next. I'm also going to be posting another channel update on Tuesday, probably during the downtime for 3.0 update, so look out for that. I'll be putting a straw poll vote in this video as well, so you guys can vote on what class I level up after my Sentinel in 3.0. So here I open up on the Assassin, getting both of my procs for Telekinetic Wave and Telekinetic Throw. He doesn't use resilience rather, so he goes down nice and quickly. They cap south really quickly, but then we have the Sentinel in there, capping it back for us. Then going on this Marauder here, who's on our healer, just peeling for the healer. So we managed to wipe out the other team at mid. Here I just chase after these guys with my full speed and then Telekinetic Wave, which roots them. Tried to get my burst off on that sniper, but he rolled away. But then he made the mistake of not going for the speed buff in the middle. So I was going to go over to west and help us cap it, but when I looked over there we had two guys and it didn't seem like there were any of the other team there, so headed back to mid, which we were losing. So once again here, getting both of my procs and then just unleashing on the Juggernaut. Combination of my burst and the other Sage's dots, and he goes down nice and quickly. Then here time my turbulence so that it hits the Marauder just as his, can't remember the name, but guarded by the Force ends. I really should start to learn the names for abilities, but I can only ever remember the ability names for the classes that I play. So here I headed over to east because I could see our Sage was going to be in trouble. I could have pulled him straight away, but I decided to let him build up some of that absorption from Force Barrier first. Probably could have attacked the operative whilst I was doing that. I was going to attack this sniper because he's generally easier to kill than a power tech, but he was using line of sight there, so I decided not to bother. Telekinetics isn't great against people who know how to use line of sight. Then it was like 5v2 here, so I didn't really need to run away, but better safe than sorry. He does nothing to interrupt my burst, so get him down with a couple of shots. Just move over to this operative who runs away, so switch to the sniper. And again, get him down in a couple of shots with that auto crit. So we lose mid, but we wiped them out nearly at east and managed to cap east, so it was all good. Bit of a mistake from this power tech to run back to east with 5 of us here. 5v1, doesn't matter how good you are, you're not going to win that. And a bit of overkill here on this sniper with the electronet and everything, but again, 4v1, and he goes down nice and quickly. I was going to head off to mid, but then saw these guys dropping down, so decided to stay. So it was 3v2 here. Decided to bubble my healer and myself. He was a bit late with his smuggle, so my first instinct was to run away. But my healer stayed behind, so I started to attack this Juggernaut. Then just using this barrier here as line of sight against the sniper and the power tech. Now it's 4v2. But I'd got some good damage off on this Juggernaut, he was pretty low. Decided it was time to pull my operative away. Going for the operative because he's the squishiest target and the nearest one to me. Just reapplying my bubble, which breaks and stuns them all, which is nice. They all grouped up on top of me. and then the rest of our team arrived. So that was quite nice there, using the rescue there to save my healer, and just using the bubble and all the utility that Telekinetics has to survive that 4v2. And once both of our healers turn up, or our other healer turns up, then we're all fine. And it wasn't necessary here, but just good practice interrupting Ravage with my push. So again, making good use of that skill egress, which I was talking about in my last telekinetics video, which breaks roots when you use full speed. Then rooting the whole group there with my telekinetic wave and running again. And here, just playing a bit defensively. As soon as Ravage started, used my force barrier. It wasn't really necessary, but I didn't fancy eating the damage from Ravage. Just interrupting that orbital strike. Now we outnumbered them quite a lot at east. So I just saved my force speed here. Waited until he wasted it on me before running away. When you're a Sentinel or Marauder going up against a Sage, you want to try and attack them without using your force speed, without using your leap rather, and save your leap for when they use their force speed. It's a bit like going up against a sniper when you can't use leap as a Marauder. Just have to save it for when you can use it. So this time I did decide to go to mid. Just checked that no one was coming out of the spawn point when the doors were open. So looking at my operations panel, I guess you call it, I could see that one of my teammates was getting low, so I just went over to bubble him, but he was okay. Instead, pulled one of my other teammates who was getting low, just threw out the odd heal, which you can do as telekinetics because you have really good force management. And the dots from both of my two sages finish him off when he's in force camo. And that's pretty much the end of the game, so a really strong performance from our team. Just wanted to share that video because of the 4v2, just making use of the roots from Telekinetic Wave, the bubble stun and pulling the healer and stuff like that, and also the force speed. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. As I said, my next video should be Vanguard tank, an Ancient Hypergates video. I'm going to be putting a straw poll vote so you guys can decide what class I level in 3.0 up to 60 after my Sentinel. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and thanks for watching.